Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Monday, February 2nd, 2026. Thank you for joining me. I know it looks like I've got one of those Zoom backgrounds behind me, but I assure you I do not. Those are legit alive palm trees coming to you from Mexico this morning here for my Founders Board Mastermind meeting, which I'm going to go to in a minute. So good morning, Amber Moser, Ron Siegel. Great to see you today. Today, Ron says we celebrate National Tater Tot Day. I love me tater tots. Dude, do you like tater tots? So, by the way, good call on the precious metals crashing. You talked about how you wouldn't put your money in there, Mr. Siegel. Uh, and I agreed with you that it was, but look at that gold dropping from 5,500 an ounce down to 4,700 and change, and silver losing 16% of its value. And yeah, definitely some stuff. So good morning, Ms. Amy Blauser. Good morning, Zane. Good morning, Angela Walters. I did make it to Mexico, thank goodness. Yes, dude. There were over 200 flights canceled out of Atlanta just at the time that my flight left. Probably more later that day. Fixing my hat. Probably more later that day. But yes, we did get out. We did make it here. I am here. Life is good. Here's the water. Oh, there we go. So there you are. There's my view this morning. Hanging out, looking at the Pacific Ocean. It's funny though. It's only Central Time here. All right. I guess it must be further in. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started because I do got to get out of here in a minute or two, and I've got to head out over to the event and get started. So, okay, let's see if. All right, so screen share is on. All right. So let me go ahead and let's pop this on here. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll take a look at the technicals here. Let me pull up Presentify. There you go. So taking a look at Presentify, we can see here mortgage bonds. Actually, let me move over to yellow here. There you go. Mortgage-backed securities currently down 10 basis points on the morning. Not great at all. You can see that right here. We've got all those losses. Not really what we want. Take a look at the 10-year treasury yield. It's still hanging right around 4.25. You can see that it is not able to break through this purple line right here. I should actually change that to purple because I can match that, right? So this purple line that you see, that's the 200-day moving average. And we would want to see it break below that to improve. But you can see here, if we zoom in, let's go ahead and zoom in on that real close. Hold on a minute. Let me get the screen ready here. All right. So if you take a look here, we are absolutely struggling. We broke below it for a little bit right there. But after that, that's it. You can see that it is really struggling to break through this 200-day moving average and has been creeping higher. Remember that bond yield, the treasury yield is red when it goes up. So today we're currently up 4.25. Taking a look at mortgage-backed securities, they were up on the day, which is a good thing. We would have liked that. That would be a yay, except for then they tumbled down. So not really all the great stuff that we want to see. Quick recap of what happened last week. You can take a look here and see on Friday, pricing came out right around 10 a.m. And as pricing was coming out, it was right here. It was actually right at our best levels of the day was when you can see right here. Hold on, let's get it there. Come on, show me. There you go. So 10 a.m. was right here. And you can see we were right at our best levels of the day as lenders were starting to come out with pricing. And then it started to slip. We did end the day slightly worse from where we were, about 5-6 basis points from then as that. As far as rate sheets today and where everything should be going, taking a look here, you're going to see that rate sheets, look at how boringly the same they have been. 6.16, 6.16, 6.16, 0.15, 0.17. I mean, we're right here. If you remember back here, this is 6.01 was when Trump posted on social media that he was going to make homes more affordable and drive down mortgage rates. And I know the Trump supporters are going to get all on my grill today, but the reality is that based on what we're seeing here, rates this morning would be about 6.19, which is right back where they were before he did all that. And I guess what I'm saying is it looks like the administration will probably find out it's a lot harder to manipulate rates than just saying you're going to buy a bunch of mortgage-backed securities. Making homes up more affordable. There you go. Come on. So just keep that in mind when Warsh takes over in the Fed, and it's going to be the same thing. If they start lowering the Fed funds rate, it's not just some magic button. So we'll see. I don't think. Remember, too, is Warsh would be the Fed president, the Fed chair rather, but he wouldn't. He still gets one vote. And the influence, the whole point of the Fed chair is the influence they have over the other members. You got to earn that. So we'll see. So anyway, that's what we got going on this morning. Let me throw some lock advice down at the bottom, and I'm going to wrap it up a little early today. So hold on, bear with me, and let me get that out there. Remember, if you'd like to sign up for a reminder that I'm going live and get a text alert that I'm going live, it's hmmr.io/reminder, or use this cool QR code over here. If you want to get signed up for our daily lock advice email, I sent that out already this morning. It's ratelockadvice.com. If you want to check out our text alerts, it's www.ratetextalerts.com. If you want to build your online brand and get loans from Google AI search, we're really starting to have some good results with the AI search stuff now. It's still very new. It's still very inconsistent for manipulating AI search, but we are getting better and better at it. So, go check out Originator Success. This morning, we sent out a piece already. Happy Groundhog Day to real estate agents. We sent it out to about 37,000 real estate agents on behalf of, a few hundred originators, keeping them out there in front of their agents this week with something fun that the agents can post. It's custom content. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen and I'll show it to you guys real quick. This is the custom content stuff that we sent out at Originator Success. I'll show you an example of it. Bear with me. I just gotta find the. Here you go. So, it was already on here. All right, where's that little pop out? All right, so here you go. Oops, nope. Come on. Sorry, y'all. Where did it go? Nope. Maybe this one. There you go. Okay. So, come on. Pin to the top of the screen is what I'm trying to. There it is. Okay. So, take a look. These were custom. The name on this one is Test because that's a test email. We gave them custom things that they can go ahead and post for buying and selling. There's one for the name Test. Here's one for the name Zap. And then here's one for the name Roger, right? So they had custom. They get their own thing customized with their name. Agents love this. And it's a post that we sent to them from our originators, gave them all the content, said pick from buying or selling. Here's how to go ahead and post it, blah, blah, blah. They love this stuff. So definitely check that out, my friends. Go check it out at originatorssuccess.com. Sign up and learn more about what we do and how we get you loans from Google and social media. So check that out. Ron Siegel, just learned this. The Fed chair has massive influence since 100% of Fed employees answer to the Fed chair. The info they provide to the other members can influence the thought process. That's true. Temperatures are in the 70s, I think, Randy. So the governors and presidents have trouble even getting funding for assistance. Well, I'm sure there'd be a lot of manipulating going on here. There's going to be a lot of mess going on. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. As it comes down, let me just throw the lock advice on there one more time so that we've got that going. My advice remains the same. It's locking anything that's closing in the next couple of weeks. We've got a lot of jobs data this week. You got JOLTS tomorrow. We'll have the ADP on Wednesday. We'll get, your regular jobless claims on Thursday. Friday is the big BLS jobs data. It's going to be less of a big deal than normal because there's this one and then another one before the next Fed meeting, and it's very unlikely the Fed's going to cut rates anyway. So this one, markets will react just to the data itself. Loans closing near term, we'll see some reaction to that. Friday could be a day where it's either good for pricing or bad for pricing, but next week, after a couple of trading sessions after, it'll be in the rearview mirror and it won't mean anything. So we don't have to really worry about it driving rates up. Rates aren't going anywhere anytime soon. At most, we're going to see what we have seen, which is, some days are better for pricing than others and that kind of a thing. So, all right, my friends, that's it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Make it a great one. Bye-bye.